Let's go for a ride in our brappy new bike. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Oh man, that's so loud. That's awesome. Hey everybody, I just changed the tire on my Honda CRF 250L, and there it is over there. We'll show you the new tire in a minute. What I wanted to show you was the wear on this stock tire here. And let's take a closer look at this. I'm gonna put the light up here. Get this bad boy up here, and let's see. I have the 120 80 18 on here, and I got a 120 90. So now my tire is taller. By the way, this 90 number, this 80 number, measures the height of the sidewall before you hit the tire itself. So my high sidewall on this one is 80% of the width. So here's the width, whatever that is. Let's call that a 100 number, right? So this would be 80, or whatever it is, 80% of the width. That's what that number means. So mine is 90% of the width. That means mine is taller on the new tire. So this tire wore, one of the points I wanted to make with the stock tire was that we got 4,128 miles on that stock tire. Not bad, actually, not bad at all. So 4,000 miles on the stock tire, and here's what she looked like. Still usable on the street, I suppose, but I got a flat tire. And the funny thing was, about this flat, here's a tube. Got my hole right over here marked. It was on the sidewall somewhere. Now, I cannot find, it's a pretty nice little puncture or tear, but I cannot find anything. I examined the inner sidewalls really, really well. You can see up there a little bit. It seemed good, but what I did find was on the rim itself, there was some dirt, and I believe it came in around the valve stem. And you can see that's kind of rusty there, and the inside of the rim had a patch of dirt there. So somehow or another, I suppose this was loose. It didn't feel loose, by the way. Somehow this loosened up, or there wasn't a good seal there, and I got dirt in there, which worked its way around the rim, and somehow or another, a pebble or whatever punctured that. My other theory is that the tire was a little low on inflation, and it did flex a little bit, possibly going around a berm or something. I got some dirt in there. So this is the factory stock tire. It is, what is this baby called? It's Trails GP 22R. It's a Trails GP. RC is that other thing here. So that's what that looks like. Let's go over to the bike here and see what we got. Here's my beautiful brand new Dunlop 606. And you can see it right there. Make sure you guys can read that. Dunlop 606, D606, excuse me. And it's a 120/90. I'll flip the camera upside down, that probably work for you. 120/90 18. So, by the way, the 18 stands for the height of the rim. This is the rim. In the height of the rim, the 120, again, stands for the width of the tread, and the 90 stands for the height of the sidewall. And I tell you what, between the treads being worn off that other tire and this higher tire, I can actually feel the difference in the bike. My speed on the bike, well, my top end speed's a little higher, but my low end torque is a little bit lower, a little bit higher rather. It's not as good. So I think I might want to change that sprocket out from a 40 and see what they have. I'm not really sure, maybe a 38. But the real point of the video is, again, we have 4,100 miles on the bike, and that's what happens to the tire, the stock tire, at least the one I got, after 4,100 miles. This tire, by the way, was not half bad. It performed fairly well in the dirt. I didn't have a problem with it when it was new. But as it got to this point, it was basically useless in any kind of mud. So I'm glad to see that one done and gone. And I'm excited to get this bad boy on the trails. I love this bike. I'm probably gonna do today is pull this muffler out, drill it out a little bit, and do a little mod on here. I did the mods on the air intake a while back, and we have the GFI here we've done as well. I'm gonna have to tweak that and reset that. But so far so good. The bike's running fantastic. By the way, this is kind of an interesting story. So I was riding my bike in the trails, and I had a pair of boots on, very much like this, just plain old work boots. And my foot was here, and I hit a stump from an old trail system in a state forest. I hit a stump. This is the place. See that stump right there? See that? See that bastard? You see that son of a bitch? I hate you. Okay, that wasn't the one that did it, but this is the kind of thing that happened, except it was covered with brush. So I come sailing through, and it was higher than that, and it kind of hit my foot and bent it backwards, folded my damn foot in half, which caused my foot to bend down. This brake lever was like bent down here. This, because the pressure on my foot actually was like this, it dented the frame here and bent the peg down, and my foot was a little broken. I believe I had a cracked bone here and one here. See that stump right there? See that? See that bastard? You see that son of a bitch? It was bad. It took like 2 months to heal, but there was really nothing the doctors could do for it. I mean, they really couldn't do anything except make me immobile so I could walk on it. So I'm healed up. I'm good. Finally, it took a long time. This, I had to bend back, and that's a hollow frame there, so it did tweak back. So it's good. It's pretty much as good as new. It's got to get a little paint to stop that rust. But I thought that was pretty interesting. My foot hit that stump right here, bent this down, and bent the peg, and somehow I survived the damn thing. That's a testimony to my foot. So I'm proud of that. I'm not happy with this, and we gotta watch those stumps, guys, and I really want to get some proper foot protection for the trails. I'm not feeling good about riding now. I'm a little paranoid. By the way, that happened twice, okay? So it happened once before, about a month before that, where I bent the peg a little bit. Not nearly as bad, but it hurt like hell. I mean, I had to stop the bike and sit there for like 5 minutes in pain. It was just incredible. This one, the second one, I mean, it felt like I broke everything. I just had to sit there and take it off. I had blood on my toes and everything. They were smashed. My toenails are still all gnarly right now from it. But it was quite a hit. So watch your toes, man. Watch your feet. You hit a log or a stick or a stump or a boulder, you can get yourself hurt. Proper footwear recommended. I don't have. Gotta find. So I will do that. Another thing about you guys, if you don't know, brake levers and shifter levers tend to be made of a softer metal, and these bend a lot. So don't freak out when that kind of thing happens. Just go ahead and bend it back, get yourself back home, and get some tools and straighten out the best you can. So there we are, CRF 250L. This thing has not given me a lick of trouble. I love it. 4,000 miles, fantastic. Had to change the rear tire. The front tire is still stock. Not awesome, but I'm not going to change it yet. I'm going to wait a little while longer, and we'll pop a different tire on there. So the Dunlop 606, this is a really meaty tire. It's a 90-10 from what I understand. 90% off-road, 10% on-road. Now, I do 90% on-road and only 10% off-road, but when I do the off-road, I really want to dig in. So it's a choice you're going to have to make. Do you want a tire that's going to be gnarly on the trails and dig in and, you know, bite the corners and let you do your berms and your jumps and go through some mud and have some fun on that once in a while, and be willing to let it wear out because you drive a little more on the street? Or you're really, really tight with money and you're going to say, I don't care. I'm going to get the really solid street tire, the 50-50, or the, you know, maybe it's 20% off-road and 80% on-road. Whatever you want to do is up to you, but I'm willing to spend a little bit more. I'm hoping I get a year out of this tire. I don't know. I'm hoping that with this tire, it's a really hard rubber, by the way. I'm hoping I get 4,000 miles out of it. That was way less than a year. All right, that was maybe 9 months, you know, 4,000 miles. That tire over there. But the Dunlop 606 is a really hard rubber. I will tell you what, this tire wasn't exactly the easiest to get on. The sidewalls are thick and hard, and this is some hard, heavy-duty rubber. That stuff over there is definitely a lighter-duty feeling tire. It just does not feel as tough. So I'm hoping that harder rubber means a little more road wear. I don't know. I haven't taken it in the dirt yet, but I'm excited to. Finally got my nubbies back. So bike's looking good. I need to give this thing a detail cleaning. It's been a while. And a little later today, I'm going to be ripping this off and boring out that muffler. So anyway, this is Jack Brisk, guys. I appreciate you stopping in to see what's what. So thanks for watching, guys. We're going to let you know how this works out. I'm going to let this tire wear out, and hopefully 4,000 miles from now, we'll do a little review on it, and we'll let you know if it held up the way we hoped it did, how it was in the trails, and so on. Or if this tire fails really early, we're going to let you know. So again, that's the Dunlop D606 90-10 90% off-road tire. Now, we're about to do a mod on the bike here. We're going to show you how to do a free exhaust modification to increase your power. And here's a little sample footage you're about to watch of what that after effect is like. So stick around when we will see you in the next video. This is Jack Brisk signing off. All right, boys and girls, let's go for a ride on our brappy new bike. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Oh man, it's so loud. It's awesome. Yes, there's a part of me who wants to keep it like that. I never really liked loud bikes. No way. There's that much of a difference in power? That must be my imagination. Oh, that's just too much. Oh, it sure as hell sounds cool. I like it. I like it. It's a little louder than I want, though. I want to, like, have the neighbors love me. A little bit. Alright, she needs a little tuning, so I gotta adjust the FI. You're definitely not gonna be cruising through a neighborhood and not be noticed. This is fun. This is fun. Got my new tire on the back. I'm really happy. The Dunlop D606, beautiful ass tire. I think I'm gonna get some good life out of it. Woo! Feeling brappy. Brap. Brappy. Alright, so I'm not going to be really afraid to drill holes now. I like it. So it's test. What? Oh, this sounds so good. Is it me or is this faster? I don't know if it's just a noise and it's a subliminal and I'm just thinking this is faster or it's faster. I like it. So yeah, I'm not going to be worried about drilling those holes out. If this is total baffle free, I may not pull the whole thing out. We're just open muffler. If this is open muffler, boy, we got some things going on. I like it. So I'm going to put that different sprocket on to get myself a little more torque, and I got to adjust this EFI to match the new large amount of exhaust coming out freely without any restriction. I love it.